Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable MUT coins on the market. And don't forget to use code Ferdy at checkout for 5% off. What's going on, guys? Today we are talking about the best players at each position right now in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. And of course, by the end of the video, we will have filled out this entire lineup, so make sure you stay tuned till the end. And for our shout out of the day, we have my man Jam for commenting the emoji of the day on last video. And for today's emoji, let's do the tiger emoji. Comment the tiger emoji for a chance to be shouted out in the next video. So getting started with quarterback, we have either CJ Stroud or Bryce Young. I think they're 1A, 1B. Honestly, I haven't used CJ Stroud while I'm recording this yet, but I've heard good things about him from the people that got their rookie premieres. Unfortunately, still do not have mine, but I think he does get better stats. I think that's the main thing for him here. The consistency right now, passing in this game is so difficult. The amount of inaccurates you get and inconsistencies you can't even, it's just out of your control. So, you know, anyway you're able to improve that consistency with, you know, throw under pressure or short accuracy, or maybe even, you know, a little bit of better speed and acceleration. It's nice to have CJ Stroud. So I think it's either CJ Stroud or Bryce Young at quarterback for the best in the game right now. And I might see some Kenny Pickett comments, but I just didn't like Kenny Pickett. I didn't like Kenny Pickett. The release felt bad. The card just did not play well for me, and I had much more success with Bryce Young. Okay, so now we have our cornerbacks. And first things first, I did not put AJ Terrell on here because no one has him while I'm recording this right now. But if you do get him sometime soon, while this is kind of still the cornerback landscape, he is top 3 in the game. He's really good, 6'1", 86 speed. But number 1 right now is Sherman, 6'3". You know, good weight as well for a corner, which is pretty rare. And also that 90 zone is huge with 86 speed, 85 press, 87 COD. How is his tackling stats? They're actually pretty good for an early game corner. So if you need help against the run, Sherman's one of the better options right now as far as stopping the run for cornerbacks. But I think Sherman's number 1. If Sherman's not your number 1, he's got to be somewhere in your top 3. If he's not in your top 3, your top 3's wrong. Next up, we have Jalen Ramsey. I'm going to go Jalen Ramsey here. These stats are just really good on Ramsey. And recently they've been giving Ramsey good stats, but 85 speed in the mix of man and zone and press at his size is just too good. Obviously, his tackling stats are not the best, but, you know, he's a core elite. It's a core elite Jalen Ramsey, but I like the mix of man and zone. So he's got to be on here. Some cards that aren't pictured that are also really good are some of the rookie premier cards. I like Julius Brents. Julius Brents, 84 speed at 6'4", or sorry, 6'3", I think he was. He's not here right now because he's not on Xbox yet, but he's also a good option at cornerback. But finally, for number 3, I was between the pre-order Sauce Gardner. I was between him, but I am gonna go with Tariq Woolen. I played this card a couple times. I was between Sauce, Tariq Woolen, Julius Brents, and a Caleb Evans for this final spot. But I ended up going Tariq just because he is 6'4" with 85 zone. If you can get Sherman, if you have a Seattle team with Sherman and Tariq Woolen, both have crazy high zone. Play that little zone scheme, kind of get it going. Maybe you can use Jamal Adams or something like that. I don't know. I'm just thinking here, right? They're a solid little theme team, but I think Tariq Woolen does make my top 3. So Woolen, Ramsey, Sherman. Some honorable mentions would be a Caleb Evans right here. Like I said, Julius Brents, and the AKA Sauce Gardner is also very good. Okay, let's stick with it here on defense. Let's go outside linebackers. Right outside linebackers, I'm going to go with Trayvon Walker. I'm actually going to give you guys 2 options here. One option is if you want to drop your man into zone, and that's going to be JOK. He's the best zone drop guy right now in the game if you're running like a 6-1 or something like that, and you kind of need your outside linebackers to play the flats. He gets 85 zone coverage with 85 speed, so he's really good for that. If you're looking for a pass rusher, he's not the guy to check that box. But he's definitely good if you're trying to drop a guy in the coverage. He's still a linebacker at the end of the day, so he's not going to be crazy in coverage, but he's still better than a linebacker that has 43 zone coverage. But I'm going to go with Trayvon Walker. And my reasoning for picking Trayvon Walker is just his size. And one thing I've noticed this year is that size, as far as his build, plays a big factor in the animations you get and just how a card plays and how a card disrupts a play. It plays a huge factor. Trayvon Walker at 6'5", 272. The dude looks like an absolute statue out there. Not the way he moves, but the way he's built in game. He's just huge. So 82 speed with a great acceleration and 83 power moves. Right outside linebacker, he's one of the best off the edge in the game right now. This card is a beast, man. And for left outside linebacker, I am going to go with Max Crosby. The consistency in his pass rush attributes at 82 and 86 are really nice. Good acceleration, good speed, 6'5", 255. Good play rec, good tackling. This card is really, really solid. And one of the better Max Crosby cards we've like really seen in a meta, honestly. He's actually really nice. And a quick honorable mention I do have is going to be Nolan Smith, the rookie premier. If you have a blitz where you have a free runner, Nolan Smith is really good because he has 85 speed and also good against the run as well. But 68 strength scares me, especially for guys that's going to be playing on the line against, against lineman tackles. 68 strength does scare me a little bit, even against the run. Even though he has, decent pursuit and things like that, with low strength and low block shed, it's going to be very, very hard for him to kind of get off a block and be effective in the run game the way his stats suggest. But I'm going to go with Max Crosby. I think he's going to play the most consistent on the edge at left outside linebacker. And at middle linebacker, only one entry here. That's Junior Seau, 85 speed. And usually they make Seau cards kind of clunky, but 83 COD, crazy good impact block. Obviously, you can let him roam by himself, but I think he's best as a user because of 70 zone, to help, cover up the zone, just user it yourself. But this card's got really crazy physicals, good size. I mean, Junior Seau is a bit of a monster. Throw him on a little Pats or Chargers team. I mean, you're cooking with that 86 speed user, and he's a linebacker. Like, I might give this card a try legit because linebackers help you so much against the run. And Seau's kind of got, I mean, I'm not going to say he's going to animate like a safety, but right now there are a lot of safeties that are being used with stats just like this. So back on offense, we have a wide receiver. And I'm going to say the same thing I said with Terrell that I'm going to say here with Pickens. He's in the game, but you cannot obtain his card yet. He obviously would be in here, probably 1 or 2, somewhere up there. Like, he's that good. I'm kind of curious to see what the receiver landscape is going to look like when we get George Pickens, but that's for another time. But 1 and 2 right now, or 2 and 1, no matter how you want to order them. They have to be Ocho Cinco and Devin Hester. I would not listen to any other debate. They're 1 and 2 or 2 and 1. If that's like your top 2, you're simply wrong. But the rest of the guys, you could say John Mechie. You could say Justin Jefferson, and one guy for some reason isn't here. That's Tyreek Hill. They didn't put him in the catalog for some reason. I'm not sure why he's not in the catalog, but he's not. Another card that's an absolute baller is right here. That's Kadarius Toney. Dude is a monster. Dude's a beast. Dude's a baller. So Kadarius Toney, also a bit of a monster, man. That number 3 spot can kind of come down to whoever you want to fill there, like, right? If you want like a small speed guy, Tyreek Hill. So you have unlimited coins, right? This is an unlimited coin scenario because Tyreek's very expensive. But yeah, I like a good amount of these guys. I think Mechie, Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, and Kadarius Toney. They're all monsters, man. So all of their names need to be mentioned in this video. And sticking with the theme of pass catchers at tight end, I am gonna go with Hunter Henry. This might be a bit of a surprise, but if you know ball, you know this is not a surprise. He's really good. 83 speed, 79 strength, 86 acceleration, even a decent run blocker. And he's got great catching stats, 87 catching, 85 catching traffic, even good route running as well. So Hunter Henry with the size, speed, run block, and combination is really good early game. And the reason why I didn't go Kelsey is just because I think Hunter Henry is simply better because of the speed. Travis Kelsey has 81 speed, and we're already seeing guys, they also can't run block that well. Like, I guess his short route running stats better than Hunter Henry's, but outside of that, they're basically the same guy, except Hunter Henry can do more and he's faster. So Hunter Henry over Kelsey. And then there's also Kyle Pitts down here. Kyle Pitts could also be an option that you look into just because of the speed, 84 speed. But again, it's 1 less speed, and Hunter Henry can again do more. He's able to do more, has better catching stats. So Kyle Pitts is cool and all, but Hunter Henry, he's great. And a quick honorable mention I have for you guys, if we go down here, it's gonna be Isaiah Likely. So I didn't even realize I was actually roasting a guy today because he was running Homer no X Factor Isaiah Likely, but they gave him pre-baked Homer with no X Factor, which is crazy. Does he get an X Factor? Okay, he does get an X Factor, but if you do fully upgrade Isaiah Likely, he does get 84 speed with his build, which is really nice. And I wish I could show you the stats in a different way. I guess I could on mud.gg, but this card's pretty well rounded. Even does get 70 run block, or sorry, 68 run block. My math's a little off there, which is decent. It's decent. Nothing crazy, but it's decent. Wish I can find the route running for you guys. And there's some route running. Okay, yeah. He gets 85 short route running, so it's like Kelsey-like basically. Isaiah Likely could be debatably number 1, honestly. I would hear debates for Likely number 1. So we now have our defensive lineman. I'm gonna get started here at defensive tackle with Warren Sapp, who does get inside stuff, which puts him in an elite defensive conversation. Maybe even one of the best defensive players in the game, like, easily. maybe not the flashiest pull here for one of my favorite defensive players in the game, but inside stuff does wonders, and you match that with the block shed and the strength, and even 81 speed is just crazy. Warren Sapp cards are always insane, and this one will be no different. He is an absolute beast. Even 87 hit power, even can rush the passer in both ways. So a run stopper, a pass rusher, just an athlete out there. Warren Sapp for defensive tackle. If we go to our right end, this one really shouldn't be the biggest surprise. I don't think it would be. I probably can just scroll down and find him. But I am between two guys, right? You have Micah Parsons, and you do have, where is he? Where's the other guy? He's okay. They're making me look here. Is he not on here either? Just like Tyreek Hill. He might be getting the Tyreek Hill treatment, but I do like Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons, obviously 84 speed, 87 acceleration, good finesse moves, things like that. But to me, the guy I like is Aaron Donald, and I don't know where he is right now. Aaron Donald is nowhere to be found on this thing right now, but Aaron Donald I like for right end too. Yeah, obviously there's a lot of right ends. Right end's kind of stacked. You have Micah, Bosa, and Aaron Donald. And then for the final position, I'm going to go with Curse. He should be right here. Left end, Javon Curse. And Javon Curse cards are kind of the same with 84 speed, 89 acceleration, good finesse moves, crazy block shed. Yeah, this card's also a monster. 86 COD, good for turning the corner. But just a very well-rounded card. Don't put him in coverage though. Do not do that. But as a pass rusher, as far as the speed and stat combination, he's one of the best in the game at left end. And for our final position we're covering on offense today, we have the running backs. And don't worry, the offensive linemen, they will be on the final lineup. But I'm between Ramondre and Fred Taylor, but I'm leaning Fred Taylor. Fred Taylor is a bigger Ramondre. He's a bigger Ramondre who's faster. So 6'1", 228 with 86 speed, 84 acceleration, good COD, good break tackle. The one hole on this card is his ability to catch passes. Even his route running, it's decent, but 61 catching, and you can definitely tell when running backs have low catching. But good strength, a good mix on this card. He's an elusive back that's built like a power back, which is always a good thing in MUT. It's always a good thing. So 88 juke, spin, you're probably not doing that, but good break tackle, good carrying, and good strength. I mean, 79 strength is really good for a running back. So Fred Taylor, he is my best running back in the game, but Ramondre is close behind him. And finally, we have our safeties. Getting started here with free safety. Ed Reed has to be on here. He might be the best card in the game, debatably. Either him or Devin Hester, maybe even Warren Sapp could be up there. But Ed Reed, just a beast, man. I would definitely play him over the top because you don't want to waste his speed in zone. His speed's nice, but you don't want to waste that 90 zone in the box. Play him over the top. He'll cover so much ground, more ground than what people are even used to cards, covering in this game. But can literally do everything. COD's there, even has a good impact block, even good against the run with a good block shed and decent tackling, 87 hit power. I won't lie, the play rec should be a little bit higher on an Ed Reed card, even though it is at an 84, which is pretty solid. But Ed Reed, one of the best cards in the game, and is 100% the best free safety in the game. And for strong safety, we are going to have to find him, and that's going to be Cameron Curl. Cameron Curl is the best strong safety in the game. Doesn't have those legend stats, doesn't have those, but 85 speed, 88 acceleration, good zone, good pursuit, and the card does play well at 6'1", 198. So there is Cameron Curl. And you can really see the difference between the legend cards and the cards that aren't legend cards, because they are juicing the Legends cards this year, man. They are absolutely choosing those cards. And there you have it. Our final lineup has been complete. And let me know what you guys think. Who would you add? Who shouldn't be on here? I got every single Legend card made it, obviously. Dan Deerdorf, here's the offensive line I really like. That's my best case offensive line. And this whole team, by the way, is going to cost you $7 million according to MUT.gg, which is a little bit cheaper than I honestly thought it was going to be. But there is the full lineup. If you want to take a screenshot or pause the video, there you go. So you drop a comment down below. Let me know what you would change about this lineup. And of course, as always, I will see you boys in the next one.